I'm telling you, and I've said this for many times, Fanfan is on a whole nother level. She is. I think I might be on a scale of 1 to 10. I might be a 5. I think she's a 10 in terms of Poggo.
Dumpling eats cat and dog. You called me a slur just now. That bark meant if someone...
The moment you take a journey, what an act of... The moment you enter...
Fanfan canceled. Should I click random links in chat? Is that what most streamers do? Like, how do I know this link is like safe to click and not a virus? What is this, bro?
The moment you've been waiting for.
Genuinely, though, I think the reason people say I'm uncancelable is because I genuinely don't do anything cancelable. Like, it just depends on who you ask. It depends on, like, how snowflake a person is. Shh. Puts finger to your lips. Cups face with hands. Shh.
What is happening?
Puts finger in apple. I just entered you without consent. Oh my god, it was a good rape. Yeah, I'm officially coming out as not a pedophile. Any of you grown adults here like kids? I support ethical grooming. At least you're not gay. If you're a child and you're here, yourself. So many times when I key smash, I accidentally type the F slur. What if your favorite...
Okay, from what I've seen so far, she is more Poggo than I could ever be. It is not even remotely close. Do we continue this video? Yeah, go ahead.
Imagine a Fanfan and Kachi Pogo collab, bang.
Oh my god. A Fanfan and Catchy with her filter off. I think one of them is getting banned. I do.
Influencer was on the Epstein list. You really think Benjamin Netanyahu? I would also commit mass genocide. Then you could do a religion tier list. Religion tier list. Well, we all know which one's going on the most. I don't think I'm racist. I've said the N-word. I am a Nazi. I said Jew! I didn't mean to post the SS symbol. I'm a Nazi. Jew. Blackface is awesome. It's black. It's supposed to be white. I don't know what it was from, but it was someone saying, when I was a child, I was molested by 5 people. Which one was your favorite? Me and...
Dude. Dude. Why did she make this video and post it on her YouTube channel? Why did she make this video? I don't understand. I don't understand why she made this video. This is part 3. Oh my god. This is part 3.
This other kid, we're both 9. We had to give lap dances to these 2 guys in the back. Dude, I need to groom a kid or something. If I feel like me telling you that I want to do something bad is gonna cause no judgment, then I might as well just confess everything. There is a video that someone took of me. I like to touch little boys. You guys are gay! Happy Pride Month. LGBTQIA2S+. Bitch, what? Okay, you know what? I may be normal, but you're gay and I'm an ally. F-slur, F-slur, F-slur. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Bigots are people too. How come I haven't gotten the 9/11 yet? Yay, Bin Laden. I don't like how my eyes feel squinty. Oh, I like...
I'm telling you, and I've said this for many times, Fanfan is on a whole nother level. She is. I think I might be on a scale of 1 to 10. I might be a 5. I think she's a 10 in terms of Poggo.
Dumpling eats cat and dog. You called me a slur just now. That bark meant... If someone hated Asians, but they were like, except for you, I think that would work on me. Fanfan, what race are you into? Only the good ones. Safe cracker. At least he wasn't a dangerous one. The whole segment is unedited. I don't remember ever seeing my dad's penis. but I've seen my brothers a lot. The reason why it came up was because me and my brother used to
Is that an actual unedited clip?
Yes.
Was there consent? No. I do wish I was inside my mother. My ideal orgy would be me with 4 brothers, unedited. Anyway, high schoolers. I do hope my kid has...
This is me, by the way. I have been in a couple of these clips, just being in the background.
like a good I remember when I first started streaming, I would recount certain things and then people would say that's the tism. Like, ugh, I hate how popularized it has gotten. Everyone just says they have autism because like it's cool. And then last year I got diagnosed. Is that 17-year-old still here? You're forcing me to groom you. Here was me at 17. There was this guy that I was friends with, but I had a crush on him. He was 2 grades above me. So in my mind, I'm like, I gotta be chill. We're gonna fall in love and get married. The most embarrassing part is I started writing poetry. I don't even know if I could find it. Oh my, okay, well, I found it. You don't remember like I do, because to me, you were the moon. We made an empire in this bed, but you left mine for hers instead. I found your hues on the faces of others, often impervious to my flames. You don't remember like I do. In every dream, I dreamt of you. I like to think of my racist jokes as tasteful. After all, I haven't been banned on Twitch yet, and I haven't been canceled for racism yet. The cake has been so good to me. I think I'll Google a race tier list. Shoot my 30, the ass.
Whoa.
Whoa, why did it get really silent?
Oh,
Sorry.
shit.
Speak English. We're in North America. I can't understand your ching chong words. I think if I had to pick my least favorite thing about China, it would be nothing. Nothing at all. I love it here. It's not the jail part that I care about. It's the child part. How do you do, fellow teenagers? I'm a nonce, innit? I found your hues on the faces of others, often impervious to my flames, hardened with my tears.
You're pretty sensitive for a racist.
And the faith I have in you, the one you forced upon me, demands that I believe we will melt together, but you have fallen into the cracks of another holder. We never even hung out in person at age 17, while this guy's 19 at college, not having done anything with me before, just completely delusional. What the f am I doing? Any hope I see in this game, I am slaying. No, I don't hate gay people. I do not hate gay people. Wait, what a kind bigot. I resent them. I'm just scared of them. Yay, homophobia! I hate them so much. Ew, poor people. The followers. Ew, you guys are so ugly. I don't want to cater to poor people if it's not making me more money. Back when I said the N-word, it was sure as never on camera. The ER is like on the end of the word. My mouth is not good for girth. Well, I guess my mouth isn't good for anything because I have like a really sensitive gag reflex too, so it's also not good for length. What am I good for? BTS videos of cameramen positioning a porn is always hilarious. I've never seen one before. Oh my god, yeah. What do they talk about after the shoot? Well, I'm trying to think about what me and Wubby talked about after. Oh! You know what I can do? I would be able to be a because I don't have to do anything. I can just sit there. I was literally like a child. There was like more resistance, and I like resistance. Eee, I don't like that brown over there. No, not more Mexicans. I saw a Chinese guy walking his dog on the street today. Why wasn't it in the oven? I'm sorry. Please don't cancel me. He just does that sometimes, I swear. He does that when he just doesn't want to be like handled like that. No collar. He's fully naked. I didn't reach out of frame. I didn't do anything, please. He's happy. He's happy. I'll zoom in. Here, zoom in. Look, he has no collar. Sorry, baby. Mommy's gonna get canceled. Usually, I don't go for younger girls. But you're so mature for your age. I just found out for the first time ever that Invis thing is the...
What?
I also have, what's it called? Anti-Semitism. Yay! I'm a Jew in the KKK. No, I don't want to marry Benjamin Netanyahu. Never done coke? Well, to be fair, I said I've never been addicted to. How do you put it up your butt if it's in a powder? I actually think spit would help. Wait, is this the girl that hates colors? people and disabled people, but likes sending feet pics or nah. Yeah. You know what's normally seen as negative? Pedophilia and rape. But younger is always better.
I've always said it. She is the most Poggo person I've ever met in my life. And I'm glad that it's someone in chat says I can fix her. I don't think you can. I think we need more people like Fanfan who are just this confident. Of a catchy Fanfan
Nick,
collab.
take notes.
When they start
Fanfan
to really
is
start
how you
get
be Poggo and be funny.
What?
Fanfan is great. Love her. She makes you look like a bitch in the Poggo world.
Me.
This is what you would look like if you stopped sitting on the fence and said how you feel in the moment.
You want me to mention Benjamin Netanyahu and pedophilia? Should we start throwing those out there? Catchy is nerfed by Nick. You nerf her hard, you don't let her speak the truth. Hello?
Hi.
You're on stream.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching this compilation here of Fanfan.
Yeah.
Oro says that I don't let you speak the truth and that I hold you back. Is this true?
I mean, you just don't want me to get banned again.
What does that mean?
What? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I say a lot of things in my head that I just don't say out loud anymore.
What do you mean you say a lot of things in your head?
Whatever you think of me.
Would you say that I nerf you?
I don't know about nerf. I just
Release
restrain
the
myself
demon.
so I don't get banned. Which I think is a good thing. But I don't know.
Okay, can I ask you a question and just don't say the words, but just answer it honestly? Do random slurs come in your head throughout the day?
Secret.
Let's lay you down. Nice and comfy. I can explain. I thought he was underage. It's a kid? Yeah.
Nick, I'm with you on this one.
Thank you, Oak.
And? Is this allowed? What the? Is that allowed? I'll just say it. I got a warning from Twitch. I don't care if I get fired from my job for saying this, but Charlie Kirk deserved to. Whoa! You can't say that. That's illegal. Have a magical day. Congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
Wow, bro. Man, maybe Fanfan can come through, bro. I haven't seen it in a long time. Fanfan in OTK. So you think after watching this video and all the things that OTK has been through, you think picking up Fanfan would save the day? She would fit right in. But the thing that really kind of makes me wonder, you guys say that she's hilarious, but if there's a compilation of me, then I'm just a creepy weirdo. I don't understand why there's this big difference. Creepy pervert guy. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go through and get some of her jokes and regurgitate them word for word, and we will see how that goes. It's different for girls with autism. What about black guys with obesity? You know?
Pull up a chair at the Ether Inn, your one-stop table for magic. Come visit our brew hall, a unique, one-of-a-kind deck builder experience. Then gather your pod for a real 4-player game, you and up to 3 friends right over Discord. With automatic resolution and honor system calls that set us apart from any other deck sim. Keep the game flowing with our free life counter. Your pod's life links straight to the counter on your phone. It's all built by one solo dev, and we lean on our community to keep the lights on. Buy your official Magic product from Amazon, Card Kingdom, or eBay. One click, and you're set. Browse our custom playmats. Don't see your favorite card art? Email us a request, and you might see it live within the day. A Patreon and a Kickstarter are on the the way. Until then, join our email list and grow with the Ether Inn.
I come to you on the day of your daughter's wedding. I march up to you, fee-fi-fo-fum my way over, and I say, "Give me your house." Well, you can do a few things there. You can give me your house, negotiate to sell me your house. You can poke me in the eyes like Captain Insano, punch me in the face, fucking titty twist me. That's called a choice. You have a choice there. Your local government comes up to you and says, "Give me your house." Buster, there ain't no choice. Not now. Not with data centers being the most important thing to these fucking zombies in power. I know I've yapped about it a lot, but legitimately, AI data centers are actually the boogeyman. They are just a scourge on this planet and a stain on civilized society. They are these behemoths that require all infrastructure to be changed to suit their gluttony, to satiate their insatiable appetite. And doing so just pillages communities while seeing basically no benefit beyond the temporary jobs they used to build them. Always worth reminding you that the data centers that we have, except for like the biggest ones, usually have like 20, maybe 25 on the high end full-time employees. And sometimes not even that much. Even the biggest ones don't have significantly more full-time employees than that. So it is a complete plague on communities in which AI data centers infest. And it is just a growing problem, much like the explosive diarrhea problem, except on a much larger scale. And your local government prioritizes these data centers over you, the human beings, the civilians in which they were elected to represent and try and support. They have sold you out and are actively just selling you for parts, your land, your water, your electricity. All of it is being diverted to these AI data center demons. And I just watched a story that covered one family's lengthy battle that unfortunately ended in defeat against Georgia Power, who swooped in and told them that they would need to sell them their house, a house they had owned for multiple decades, because they were upping their power grid and needed to run lines through their property to supply to the AI data center there. And they couldn't refuse because if they didn't sell their house, they made it clear that they would just seize it under eminent domain.
Welcome back. Some homeowners in Georgia are being given an ultimatum to sell their homes or the state will, get this, take it to make way for AI data centers. CBS News correspondent Skylar Henry has more.
I'm a single mom. I worked hard for everything.
How do you put a price on a home you never intended to sell?
Well, I'd say horseradish. Hoo-wee with that. You can't put a price tag on fun. And what's more fun than an AI data center? Especially if you're at the top of the food chain. Dropping the sarcasm. Obviously, no normal person actually sees a benefit when an AI data center comes through. All of the evidence from all of the operational data centers across this country confirm that from everything I've seen. All of the data does not seem to indicate that the communities, the local communities, actually get any benefits from these data centers that get put in. It is just a burden. And now, as I've said, all of these local governments are scrambling to do what they can to ensure they get built come hell or high water and are actively shutting out the voices of the communities that they are supposed to represent and protect. It is sickening.
One filled with more than 2 decades of memories.
I think I was 5 or 6 when this was built.
The yard where you buried your pets. The greenhouse that fed your family.
When you talk about what being on this property means to you,
yeah,
right? It's y'all's.
It's ours. It's our family. We belong here.
But Ansley Brown's childhood home likely won't be here much longer. That's because the state's largest utility, Georgia Power, says it needs the area to make way for a 35-mile-long transmission line.
Now, if you're an AI data center cockgobbler, you might be going with the very obvious low-hanging fruit argument of, well, this is important because this is public infrastructure that will serve the community by adding these lines here to up the power grid. This is going to be in service to everyone there, thus, if they are not willing to sell, eminent domain does make sense. And this is an open and shut case. But here's the thing. They openly talk about these new lines and this upgrade, almost all of it is solely for AI data center, not for the community. That is not serving the public. Again, all of the data that is readily accessible right there at your fingertips can show you that AI data centers are not actually serving the community in a helpful way. The only people it serves, the only people it benefits, are the putrid ghouls at the top of the food chain that are behind these projects, that make tons and tons of money off of it. And the local governments, well, maybe they get some doubloons tossed their way as well, a little bit of the scraps there to incentivize greenlighting these projects.
Georgia Power has been here for as long as Ansley's mother has owned this property. It's just beyond the tree line. Now, with the expansion of this latest project, they're looking to take the 2.5 acres the house sits on.
Georgia Power says increasing demand has outpaced the capacity of its existing grid, and building a new transmission line requires acquiring more than 300 parcels of land, including residential properties.
What did your mom tell you she wanted for this property to be?
Generational wealth, true generational wealth was the idea, and now it's being stripped from us.
Georgia Power estimates 70 to 80% of the power on this new line is expected to help serve data centers. It says the remaining 20 to 30% of power will serve the state's growing residential and commercial demand.
70 to 80% of this upgrade is solely for AI data centers, huh? Interesting. And this is what they're publicly sharing, which is oftentimes very charitable, a very generous numbers that they like to work with there. They put on a full face of makeup here to really make it seem like, no, this is like good for you, actually. And even with that in mind, they still say 70 to 80% is used solely for data centers, and then the civilians, the plebeians, get the remaining 20 to 30% of this upgrade. So, I think just looking at these raw numbers, I feel you can make a very strong argument that this is not in service of the community. That's an afterthought. It's in service to the AI data centers that are placing more of a demand here that you are appeasing and upgrading, and now taking over 300 parcels of land from the community and residents, including this family's cherished, beloved home. And I just don't think it's in service of the community. I think it's blatantly obvious it's not. Thus, I don't think eminent domain should even be an option on the table. Now, according to the daughter here, the price they wanted for their home to be taken by Georgia Power was astronomical, generational wealth, which they didn't want to play ball with. Instead, I imagine they went with some lowball offers, as is standard procedure when this kind of shit unfolds here, where they try and take advantage of the situation here, because there's not a choice, really. As you're about to hear more in the story, this has been like a year-long battle where they were trying to purchase the house from them. They weren't wanting to sell, unless, of course, generational wealth was an offer on the table, which, of course, they're never going to do. Thus, they were looking to potentially employ eminent domain to just strip it from them regardless, thus forcing them to accept the offer and sell the home to them, because they don't have a choice. Basically, you are going to lose your house in this case right here. It is fucking checkmate on the board. And it's just suffocating. It's just fucking awful. And I don't think it's unreasonable to say, like, we don't want to sell it. If you really want it that bad, generational wealth is what you're going to need to offer. Otherwise, fucking take a hike, pussy. Like, I don't blame them for that.
Georgia Power told us that they feel as if they've done this process responsibly. What would you say to that?
I disagree. You can't tear down 35 miles of rural Georgia and it not hurt something or somebody. And to say that you're doing it in the name of data centers is a slap in the face to us, our community, our animals.
Brown's mother recently came to an agreement with Georgia Power to sell. Brown says if she didn't, the utility could have sought to acquire her property through eminent domain, a legal process that allows private property to be taken with compensation for projects determined to serve a public purpose.
Which in my eyes, this case does not exemplify. There is no good argument, no real argument you can make that an AI data center leeching off your community is actually serving the public in a meaningful way. Thus, I really don't think eminent domain should have even been an option on the table. I feel like you just wipe your ass with that here. But Of course, then the local government will always make the argument, no, this is actually so good for all of us. We all benefit from it. But again, none of the data supports that. It doesn't. But yeah, eminent domain, the idea behind it is like highways and shit. And typically the way it's employed is like, instead of taking entire properties, entire homes, they take like bits and pieces of them, like of their parcel, to like extend things or build things through it. It's not overly common to take entire houses like this through eminent domain, but it has happened in the past, and in this case it was something they were fearful of. I'm guessing it was something that was at least tossed around as a potential option, a last resort, according to Georgia Power. And I just don't think that's right. Again, for data centers, this is not in the interest of the community. It's for their own selfish interest and their own selfish financial gain that exploits the community and actively takes people's homes. Now, in eminent domain, they do have to give compensation to the families at fair market price. But there's also a little bit of wiggle room there as well, arguing what is fair market price. So, like, I don't know what they ended up selling the house for, but it wasn't generational wealth, obviously.
All power generation starts somewhere.
Holly Lovett is a Georgia Power spokesperson.
Eminent domain is always, a last resort for us, and it's something we never want to do.
To us, it's theft. It's literally $1 billion company stealing land from smaller people who can't fight back. We don't have the money to fight Georgia Power.
So that's why a few months ago, Ansley took her story to TikTok.
My childhood home is being taken by Georgia Power.
She began sharing stories of others in similar situations.
The Georgia Power spokesperson, I'm pretty sure, is powered by Claude. She is giving like the most boilerplate PR shit you're ever going to hear in your life and can't even begin to teeter on the realm of even sounding human anymore. So anyway, she blew this story up on TikTok about how her childhood home was being taken, and I agree with what she says. It feels like theft to me as well. These are billion-dollar corporations, in this case here, a billion-dollar corporation coming through, and they're taking so much land in order to fulfill the power demands of the AI data center that I know for sure normal civilians weren't championing for. I know they weren't pumping their fists celebrating, because no normal people with functioning frontal lobes want data centers in their community. It is bad for them. So this was already something that they didn't want, and now they're being even further impacted negatively by it. It is a slap in the face. They're taking their home. It's a forced sale. And the spokesperson even says, yeah, we don't like eminent domain. That's nasty stuff. We know that's the nuclear option. It's always a last resort for us. We don't like to do it. But I mean, someone's got to get the dirty work done down in the piggy pen. Like, it is something, and we got to do it. So they know that families like this can't fight back, as they said. It's too expensive to go up against Georgia Power, and they know that they will lose this house one way or the other, either through eminent domain and getting whatever wacky compensation they pull out of their ass deemed fair market price, or they just take the offer of the purchase, or the sale. Like, whatever they're offering, they just have to accept, because they don't have a choice. They can't fight it, and it's just a losing battle. It sucks. Like, this is a home that clearly this family has had for a long time now. It has a lot of meaning, a lot of memories. It wasn't one they wanted to sell, and it's one they fought to keep for an extended period of time, but going up against the local government, billion-dollar corporations, these vampires, it's just a losing battle. And it just shouldn't be that way. Like, again, it is very clearly not in the interest of serving the public. This is serving the AI overlords. That's it. The people that make money off these data centers, not the community. They don't see this. It's not a boon. It's a fucking curse. I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but I've been getting pretty conspiratorial on AI data centers recently. So I want to share a bit of the crack pipe I've been hitting in that regard. So get your tinfoil condoms ready. I was reading something that someone was sharing about, like, when an AI data center came through and the impact it had on their water, because that's a very common thing. And I've just really been toying around with this idea, and I've seen other people kind of talk about it occasionally as well. And I'm not fully bought into it hook, line, and sinker, but it's an interesting theory, a little game theory. What if the reason there's been seemingly so much more sickness, like it feels like people are getting sick more frequently now, and a wide variety of illnesses just seem more common now. What if AI data centers are hoarding all of the clean water, because obviously they are gluttonous, like they are so thirsty with an unquenchable thirst? What if all of the clean water is being diverted to the AI data centers and the normal civilians are just getting the sludge, runoff, polluted, contaminated garbage water in their tap and everything? I don't think it's unrealistic. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility here. Like, again, there are plenty of examples of even recently when I talked about where an AI data center was like, oh, whoops-a-daisy, it looks like we were taking all of the residents' water, like significantly more than we told you guys we were. Whoops, it was like a rounding error. We took like so much more water than we thought because they got caught red-handed doing so. So they're like, oh yeah, we looked into it. We took way too much water. Sorry. Here, we'll give you guys some more back, trickling it down. So like, what if they are using all of the clean water and you're just getting trash poopy water, just absolute shit water? Like, I feel like maybe. Of course, I have no evidence to back that up other than just my own observations and my own little wacky ideas. But I don't know. They are evil enough to do that, no doubt in my mind. So who knows? Just something fun to play with as a little thought to kick around, I think. Just wanted to share that because I fucking hate data centers. I am a D1 AI data center hater, so maybe I'm a bit blindness by my madness on the whole thing. But genuinely, everything evil about companies is epitomized with AI data centers in particular.
What do you say to someone who will push back on any sort of offer that's out there and say, well, a price tag can't replace memories?
Oh gosh, it almost makes me emotional because I have those memories in like my house, and I get how deeply personal people's homes are. I would just say that we see you and we hear you, and we want this process to be respectful and transparent, and that is going to ultimately benefit you.
Barbecue chicken alert! Barbecue chicken alert! Nope! I also love how she's like, oh yeah, hearing that, wow. It almost makes me emotional. I almost feel something, but then I remember all the clams. I remember all the money. Like, I can't feel anything. Are you kidding me? No. Yeah, we see you and we hear you, by the way. We're not going to change anything. We're still going to take your shit, but like, we like see you and hear you, I guess. So, like, go away. It's going to benefit you. Don't you know? Like, this is for you, by the way. We know best. It's for you. So yeah, we're going to take your land, but like, we like see you and hear you. It's a really powerful statement. Thank you so much, Georgia Power spokesperson. I almost can't help but be impressed by the gobbledygook here. Like, they openly say 70 to 80% of the power from these new lines is solely for data centers. Like, they openly say that. And I imagine it's probably going to be more. Again, those numbers are the ones they report to the public. Thus, they want to make it look as good as possible. And that's the best they could do. Like, I bet it's going to be north of that. But even with that, only a measly, like, up to 30% is for you, the actual civilians in the community. And I imagine the argument she's trying to make is that the data center is for you, the civilians in the community. How? It's not. Like, you could just look at the evidence of all of the other communities that have been ass blasted by data centers. It's just wrong. And I think, I at least think most people see through the deception. I don't think many people fall for this garbage anymore. But the problem is, the people they elect to lead in the local governments there are just already fully corrupt, and they don't care. There have been so many people protesting vocally against it, going to all the meetings, voicing their concerns, and it just doesn't listen. They don't listen. It falls on deaf ears, and they still push all this shit through anyway, against the wishes of the community that they are elected to lead. That's just the state of it right now, unfortunately, in so many places in this country.
Brown doesn't buy that, and while she knows it's too late to save her home, she says she doesn't want to see this happen to anyone else.
My mom wants an apology. She wants an apology from Georgia Power. That's it.
And it's because of how she feels as if she's been treated?
Yeah. I mean, for an entire year, they have bullied her. And there is no sorry. So that's what we want. We want an apology from Georgia Power.
Such important reporting there from our Skylar Henry. Thank you.
I agree. That is important reporting there. I think it is extremely valuable to showcase the impact data centers have on the locals when they swoop in here and what it does to communities. So I always appreciate reporters that are willing to highlight this because it is a very negative thing that is being normalized now. It's just like a suck it up and deal with it type of thing. And these fucking monsters are so emboldened that they will just out loud say that if you are against data centers, that you're the problem. I already covered this, but the BlackRock CEO, that fucking goober, man, was really loosey-goosey with domestic terrorism in regards to people against AI data centers, by the way, expecting like fucking drone strikes and stuff from civilians against data centers. So they were coming up with like counter-terrorism ideas to protect data centers from the menace of normal people being outraged that data centers came in and butt-fucked them. It's just like they're just being so brazen with it. Like, it sucks. I know I've yapped about it a lot. I'm going to keep yapping about it because it is out of control. It is a terrible thing. I feel terrible for this family. I doubt they get an apology from Georgia Power or the AI data center top brass or anything. At best, maybe they get like a really hollow, sorry, bub. And that's it. Or maybe they even get like a little gift basket, a little goodie bag, maybe a Jelly of the Month Club subscription or something. Who really knows? But it won't be anything meaningful at all. And nothing's gonna, have this come to Jesus moment for Georgia Power or anything. It's just fucked. It's just so degenerate. And I hate it, so yeah, I want to yap about it. That's really about it. So yeah.